Hey, so it looks like this week's prompt says, how does your practicum site engage in anti-racist and anti-oppressive social work practice at the individual, family, group, organizational, community, research, and policy levels? So basically all the way from micro to, I'm going to say meso because we don't really get to the state level, but we do it in our community. So I would say that for the individual level, we just encourage, like, we have trainings for our individual stuff as client, or for our individual stuff as workers, to make sure that we're not projecting bias on clients, and to make sure that we're being understanding of people who are different ethnics and cultures, and um and definitely looking into anti-racist policy at Priestley Mental Health. Like, for example, we have a lot of trainings based on, like, making sure that we're not projecting worldviews and biases on people specifically when we're working with them, and that we're engaging in, like, peer-reviewed and current practice information, like the medicine wheel and other things like that, trying to look at things from a more holistic manner in terms of cultural identity and spiritual identity in that regard. And I would say that when we do this, we also try to do that with, like, family settings for people who work in family counseling. For community research, it's kind of hard to say because we definitely lack this a little bit in our community, but our mental health office is kind of the office in the community, so that I would say that in that regard, that is how that we're just approaching anti-racist, anti-oppressive social work, is by ensuring that we, as the main and pretty much only resource in the community, is just engaging in these policy level practices on, like, our agency-wide level. Do I believe that agency norms are sufficient? I think we could talk about it a little bit more frequently, but I don't necessarily think that just our agency is sufficient for the community, and there definitely needs to be some further, maybe, like, community education to engage in these situations a little bit better. And so, yeah, that is how I would describe, like, Priestley Mental Health. It's kind of hard in a situation where it's like we're pretty much it for the community, you know. We're pretty much the people who engage in these anti-oppressive policies and even really talk about them, even, I would say, on a community level, because our government is rarely approaching these situations. And I would say that where I live, there is probably even a larger range of lack of diversity. I do know the school does some diversity training, and that's pretty much where I work, but I don't attend those trainings because I'm with Priestley Mental Health, and I'm not with the school, and so we don't really cross-collaborate, and that could be a way that we could increase our sufficiency, is maybe by communicating with the school, since we're so involved with them, to address these issues on a more school-wide and our agency-wide policies, so that way everybody's on the same page. And I think that would probably be the best way to approach it and engage in further anti-racist and anti-oppressive social work specifically. All right, well, that pretty much kind of sums up my thoughts, so thank you guys very much for watching my video.